Is this GB's News way of saying Dan Wootton is gone? Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back your lovely faces to a brand new video here on the channel. Well, it seems to be that we finally got a little bit of a statement from GB News regarding Dan Wootton. Dan Wootton has been suspended from GB News for the past, I think it's like the past month now. And obviously a lot of people are like, what's going on? We've seen recently that Laurence Fox, Calvin Robinson, they were fired literally on the spot from GB News. They were all suspended at the same time as Dan Wootton. But it's very interesting that Wootton hasn't been publicly fired. But we've also seen that he's recently got 112 or 113,000 pounds worth of GB shares. So is it interesting to see that someone who's been suspended, they've given them those type of shares? But we did go over this in the previous video where this could all be part of his contract. If he gets fired, or he could have it in there like, if he gets fired for such and such a thing, or whatever happens, no matter how he is fired, he gets this. Well, we got this. Dan Wootton's GB News slot filled by new presenter until further notice. Less than 2 months after Dan Wootton was suspended by GB News, the broadcaster has appointed a regular replacement in his former slot until further notice. As you can see, this was yesterday last night, and it was updated this morning at 5 to 10. Suspended GB News presenter Dan Wootton's slot is officially being filled by journalist and broadcaster Patrick Christys until further notice, according to a statement released by the channel. Patrick has hosted the channel's 3 till 6 afternoon show since August of 2022, but tonight, Monday the 13th, he took over the primetime 9 PM slot with his new show, Patrick Christys Tonight. The announcement was made just hours before the new show was set to air, and GB News head of programming, Ben Briscoe, said Patrick is the ultimate people's champion for the People's Channel. He's authentic, entertaining, relatable, and a sharp journalist who can hold any interviewee to account, something that Wootton can't. Meanwhile, Patrick took to X, formerly known as Twitter, to share the news and comment. Thank you to all the wonderful viewers and listeners that have made my time at GB News so magical. I will be doing the 9 to 11 PM show, Patrick Christys Tonight, until further notice. I can promise you I will give it my all. It is unknown how this new show, which will run from 9 to 11 PM Monday to Thursday, in the slot that was held by Wootton, will affect the suspended presenter's status at the channel. Express has contacted GB News for comment. Opening his debut show in the new slot tonight, he didn't address the Wootton controversy, instead diving straight into comment on the cabinet reshuffle, which took place earlier in the day and saw David Cameron return to a ministerial role. Yeah, I don't know why they got Cameron back, it's ugh. The new show runs in the slot which was previously held by Wootton until he was suspended in September following Laurence Fox's vile comments about a female journalist. Appearing as a guest on an episode of Wootton Tonight, the actor turned politician made a series of remarks about Evans, which there was that there. In a statement at the time, the channel said, GB News has suspended Dan Wootton following comments made on his programme by Laurence Fox. This follows our decision earlier today to formally suspend Mr. Fox. We are conducting a full investigation. And then obviously Wootton subsequently apologised for the remarks and said he regretted the interview, even though he then had text messages leaked, which Laurence Fox was like, if you're throwing me under the bus, mate, I'm taking you with me, which is absolutely hysterical. And obviously taken to X, this is what he said. He wanted to reiterate his regret over last night's exchange. Having looked at the footage, I can see how inappropriate my reaction was. And obviously it does go on to say that basically what he did was, oh my god, it was all him. It was all Laurence Fox. But it wasn't, obviously, and he got himself suspended after Laurence Fox had to put out the tweets and show, no, he knew exactly what was going to happen. He knew exactly what I was going to talk about. And that's how it went. But it's very interesting to see, with GB News coming out there and stating, yeah, he's got a new show. New show, 9 PM, he's taken over the slot, because over the last couple of weeks, it has been like different people every other night. Basically a who's who of hosts. But with Patrick Christys taking over, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Wootton's gone. Because until further notice, they're like, yeah, he's not coming back. They've named the show after Patrick Christys as well. So he's going to be there. They'll probably give him a couple of weeks, see how the ratings go, and they'll probably go from there. But I do think we will see, possibly in the next 2 to 3 weeks, as I stated over the weekend as well, that Wootton will probably come out and be like, yes, I was quietly let go. I don't think they'll make a big hoo-ha out of this because they know, just because of what Mr. Wootton is currently being investigated for. Remember, he's been accused. He hasn't been found guilty. But, you know, it'll be interesting to see. Let me know what you think of this down below, folks. Do you think Wootton is going to go quietly? Or are they going to release a statement saying that we have let go Dan Wootton and go forth and basically multiply? That's what I think will happen. I think he will go quietly. But you know what? This day and age, with the way social media is, it's not going to be healthy. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for future updates. And I'll see you all soon.